Greetings, friends, and welcome to Captain Samuel's Wow! Nightwings was written by white American author Robert Silverberg. It was originally published as 3 separate stories and was combined into the fix-up novel in 1969. It is science fiction. Now, I first read the graphic novel adaptation of the story, which only covers the first third of the book. I read the novel so I could find out what happens in the last 2/3 of the story. Normally on my channel I do a spoiler light or spoiler free synopsis of the book's plot. I can't really do that with this book because it was full of surprises and plot twists, and I don't want to spoil anything. This book is best read without any foreknowledge of the plot. In fact, if you decide to read this book, don't even read the blurb that describes the book on the back of it. The more blind you go into this book, the better. So instead of discussing the plot, I'll tell you about the setting, characters, and themes. It's set in the 3rd cycle of human history where the continents have shifted and some of them have sunk beneath a massive ocean. The Earth is inhabited by various guilds, some of which are unfairly privileged, such as the Dominators, and others are treated with prejudice, such as the mutated changelings. Aliens visit the planet regularly, but humanity in general isn't what it once was in the 2nd or 1st cycles of history, and the story takes place in far future cities that are on Earth, like Rome and Jerusalem, but they're given alternate names. And so are the continents. For example, the continent of Australia is just called Australia. The story focuses on an elderly watcher, and his job is to watch the skies at night for signs of an alien invasion. The Watchers have been watching for thousands upon thousands of years, and the invasion has never shown up, so it's generally viewed as a pointless occupation. And the Watcher feels that he's wasted his life watching for this attack that never comes. Other characters include a woman who can fly at night naked, a cruel, lusty prince, a vain rememberer, and a rememberer is kind of like a college professor or researcher, several mutated changelings, a surgeon, and a wandering pilgrim. The themes of the book are tragedy and redemption, mystical communion with the divine, called the will, humility and pride, and renewal. In terms of what I liked or didn't like about the book, as I mentioned, the book is full of surprises. However, the plot twists and surprises didn't feel contrived. They felt like the natural extension of an entertaining story in an uncertain and mysterious world. The world building was also excellent. It was revealed through emergent storytelling. There is one lore dump in part 2, and normally I don't like lore dumps, but the lore dump was welcome because it fit the story events for what was going on at that part of the book, and the lore dump felt earned because the characters were trying to find out more about the world, and we get to find out too. It was very well done. The characters felt real and evoked emotions in me. I empathized with the aging Watcher in his pointless vigil. I hated the cruel, arrogant prince. I sympathized with and yet disliked the vain rememberer, and I felt compassion for the outcast changeling Bernalt. The whole way through, I was loving the reading experience because of how entertaining it was, and I thought, wow, this is a 5-star book. But the ending, with its themes of redemption and renewal, was so excellent. Seriously, the ending of this book is so well done, so peace, love, and 1969 grooviness that I'm bumping this book up to 5 stars with God tier status. So I highly recommend it. If you can find Nightwings by Robert Silverberg, it's quite cheap on Amazon. You can find it out about in the wild. Oh, please do give this book a read. I loved it. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching.